Hi, my name is Quinn from HealthAge International. Welcome to my presentation on the Intergenerational Self-Help Club, or the ISHC, and how it facilitates inclusive and comprehensive social protection. My presentation will be in 4 parts. Part number 1. Who are we? HealthAge International is a secretariat to a global network of organizations working for the rights of all older people to lead dignified, healthy, and secure life. Our network has 148 members in 86 countries across the world. Part 2. Aging and Social Protection Allowance for Older People and People with Disabilities. This is a graph showing the percent of older people aged 60 years and above in key countries in Asia from 1950 to 2050. As you can see, all countries in the region, no matter how big or small, high or low income, are rapidly aging and are following the aging pattern of Japan. Vietnam is rapidly aging and has one of the shortest transition periods from aging 10% to age 20%. In fact, has faster aging than China or Japan. Looking at the graph using data from the 2019 census, you can see very clearly Vietnam has a very large population of near old spanning the next 30 years. According to the 2019 census, Vietnam has close to 3.3 million people with disabilities, of which more than 70% are older people with disabilities. Older people are close to 20 times more likely to be a person with disabilities than non-old. Yes, Vietnam is facing rapid aging but has limited resources to respond to population aging and increasing number of people with disability due to rapid aging, like other developing countries. This is a table of the monthly old age and disability allowance in Vietnam. The first type is mean tested old age allowance for older people in poor households without care providers. The second type are universal pension tested, which are for older people aged 75 years or above and living in ethnic minority and poor mountainous communes, or for older people aged 80 years or above in normal communes. The fourth type is older people receiving institutional or community care service. As for disability, there are two rates, one for particularly serious disabilities and for serious disabilities. Part 3, the Intergenerational Self-Help Club, or the ISHC Development Model. The ISHC Development Model is a development initiative that provides control of the development process, resources, and decision-making authority directly to the community group. The underlying assumption of the IHHC model are that the communities are the best judge of how their life can be improved, and if provided with adequate training, information, opportunities, and resources, they can organize themselves to provide for their immediate and long-term needs and development. Moreover, the ISHC are motivated by their trust in people, and hence it advocates people full participation and ownership as a powerful force for development. By treating people as an asset in the development process, which will make the model be more responsive to local demand, is more inclusive and cost-effective compared to traditional development models. The ISHC development model is cost-effective and affordable for low and low-middle income countries like Vietnam. It is attractive for young and old, men and women, poor and non-poor. It is dynamic, able to be replicated in rural, urban, coastal, and mountainous areas in all regions of the countries. It is sustainable, able to continue to operate and grow even after the funding ends. It is multifunctional, which enables it to meet the wide range of needs and wants of both the young and the old. This is a standard ISHC organization structure which has been designed to promote full local participation and ownership of the ISHC model. A typical IHAC has around 50 to 70 members and is based at village or community level to promote full participation, to enable everyone to participate. The club has three 70% membership requirements. First, 70% plus or minus 5% are older people. Second, 70% plus or minus 5% are women. Third, 70% plus or minus 5% are socially and or economically poor. The ISHC is managed by a club management board which is elected every 2 years by its member, and at least 50% of the board members are women. The members are divided into neighborhood groups. Each group has their own group leaders. The members are encouraged to form and participate in various groups that are under the club, such as social and cultural groups, hobby groups, exercise groups, sport groups, home care volunteer groups, livelihood groups, and others. The ISHC model is designed to ensure that the most vulnerable groups are included. Older people and people with disability are given priority to be beneficiaries, members, volunteers, and leaders. The ISHC is multi-purpose. A typical ISHC has at least 8 core components, which is based on the top need of its and community members, which are: Component 1 is the social and cultural component, which aims to preserve local traditions and customs and promote intergenerational bonding and mutual support. It consists of having fun with games and community building activities, cultural performance such as singing, dancing, poetry, reading, plays, and others, home visits in times of joys and sadness, and lastly, social and cultural exchanges and sharing between the ISHCs and other groups in the communities. Component 2 is food and income security, which aim to improve the food and income securities of its members and help the ISHC to have regular self-generated income for financial sustainability. It consists of 1. Self-managed revolving fund scheme. 2. Awareness on pro-poor and age-friendly livelihood. 3. Livelihood support group. And lastly, livelihood volunteers. Component 3 is healthy and active aging, which aims to help improve health status of the intergenerational self-help and community members. It consists of 1. Regular physical and sport. 2. Monthly health screening. 3. Health and self-care awareness talk. 4. Health checkup. 5. Improve access to health insurance. And 6. Medical referral. The fourth component is community-based care, which aims to ensure that care service is accessible to all people who are in need. It consists of 4 types of care service, which are: 1. Social care. 2. Personal care. 3. Living support care. And lastly, medical care. Component 5 is self-help and community development, which aim to promote a more caring and supportive society, people helping people. It consists of in-cash and in-kind donations, labor contributions, and technical support. Component 6 is lifelong learning, which aims to promote regular cross-learning and sharing within the community, especially between the generations. It consists of: 1. Monthly learning and sharing. 2. Study visits and exchange. And lastly, intergenerational cross-learning and sharing. Component 7 is rights and entitlement, which aim to help people, especially those who are most needy, to have access to their rights and entitlement. It consists of: 1. Communication on rights and entitlement. 2. Monitoring of the implementation. 3. Provide legal support service. And lastly, dialogue with local authorities. The last and 8th component is resource mobilization, which aim to enable the ISHC to mobilize local resources to meet the need of its communities and members. It consists of: 1. Local donation in the form of cash, in kind, or in labor. 2. Membership fee. 3. Revolving fund interest. And 4. Collective income generating activities. To enable wider and lasting impact, the IHAC links closely with government and non-government stakeholders in the area to promote a win-win smart partnership by sharing knowledge and expertise, human and financial resources, in-kind support, and promote alliance. Due to the success of the ISSC, more and more local authorities are providing startup funds to establish new ISHCs and also signing MOU with ISHCs. The ISHC model are included in national policies as national targets such as in Decision 2156, National Plan of Action on Aging, which target at least 80% of the common wards in the country have ISC by 2030. Decision 1336, National ISHC Scale-Up from 2021 to 2025, which target at least 3,000 new ISHC by 2025. Decision 1579, Health and Care for Older People program, target at least 80% of the ISHC to have health and care component by 2025. The inclusion of ISHCs as national target has enabled the rapid growth of ISHC throughout the country. For example, by August 2020, 3,412 ISHC have been established in 61 out of 63 provinces and cities in the country, which is directly benefiting more than 3.5 million people annually. With Decision 1336, the country aimed to increase the number of ISC to 6,500 by the end of 2025. Part 4, Finding and Conclusion. The ISHC has clear evidence of the benefits and impact of the ISE intervention for their members and communities. Here is an example of results from 6 recent ISE projects. Close to 99% of the members reported feeling happier. Close to 96% reported improved solidarity within their families and communities. 63% reported increased self-confidence. 91% reported feeling empowered, and more than 90% reported being healthier. Close to 90% reported being wealthier. In conclusion, the ISHC is very effective at reaching the poorest of the poor, in particularly people that are house and bedbound. It is able to provide a wide range of benefits. It can bring greater and lasting impact. It can help you to reach millions of people. It is cost-effective and affordable for low and low-middle income countries. It has managed to generate high and wide demand from the people, communities, and government. It is very popular and attractive for young and old, men and women, poor and non-poor, and it can open up new partnerships and funding opportunities for the communities and your organizations. Thank you.